Well, hi everybody again. Today should be an interesting market here because what we saw yesterday was a sort of profit booking and it was an accelerated profit booking. Now, the first question you would like to ask is that actually are we seeing a large sell-off? Are we seeing very large short addition Nifty, and perhaps actually can Nifty fall to 9800, 9500? Actually, the levels which we start thinking was the market that return. But I don't think so. That's the case here because primarily, if I look at the derivative data, that tells me that it was primarily profit booking. And also, actually, traders they started adding actually long calls once the market actually started testing multiple times the range of 10,000, 320, 350, largely around 340, 350. And that tells me that it was more about lightening your positions once actually you saw that the oil price is very high. There was very sharp sell off in the pharma stocks, and that actually triggers you just because the markets were pulling back from the top end of the range 10,500. You started trading around 10,400, and then actually you started seeing basically Lupin actually falling very high, more than 15 to 18%. So again, that basically also triggered a good sort of profit booking across the sectors here. Only IT actually was one index, and also Nifty IT futures. If you were trading in it, actually that was outperforming the markets. Now the question here is, what basically are the levels you should be mindful about or watchful of? And I would say that the first level would be, which we have been talking, 10,320 to 350, that area. If that gets taken out, you don't need to be actually panicking. Then you should actually look in terms of Nifty around 10,110 or 250. These are the two important points where actually you can go and buy on dips. To me, again, it's a buy on dips market right now because till the time I don't see really major short positions. My view can change the way actually I start seeing good heavy shorts being created in the market. Because there are no heavy shorts, I'm still saying it's a buy on dips market. Allow the markets to show you reversal while actually they start finding their foot, finding their bottom here. In terms of stock like Bharati Airtel, a very weak opening expected because of the block deal which is happening at 5 to 7% discount. So don't be surprised because that's also going to pull the Nifty lower. Number two, I'm really concerned about Bank Nifty and Reliance Industries, both actually showing material weakness here. For Bank Nifty, again, the support is 25,120, 180 rather. So 25,180, 200. If that region is maintained, no problem. You can still wait for a couple of sessions. But again, if that gets taken out alongside the weakness in the Reliance Industries, that actually could easily take Nifty to much lower levels in the levels which we are talking about, 10,110 and 250. So I think you should be, I think, watching out these two pockets, Bank Nifty and Reliance Industries, along with Tata Steel. So I gave you actually four heavy pockets here. Tata Steel looking weak, Reliance Industries looking weak, Bank Nifty looking a concern point. Number four, Bharati Airtel is going to fall primarily because of block deal. So four areas of concern which actually makes you to wait and watch for the markets today. You don't need to be aggressive. You don't need to actually think that I'm not going to get another day for buying. Just wait and watch. Just see how the markets are behaving at the lower levels, and you can actually make strategies. And after that, so perhaps it's a good day where we don't need to be directional, where we don't need to take a call. Just relax and just wait here. In terms of what are the other areas you should be mindful about in terms of refiners, you don't need to short. Just avoid that. Yesterday I was saying that go short on refiners. It played out, but then also actually what we saw was that actually while you went long on ONGC, there was a sell-off which started happening, and that was primarily based on the trade. There is an expectation that valuation report could be coming out for refiners for HPCL, and that could imply that ONGC could actually be needing to pay much more than what was being envisaged earlier. That's the only reason why actually ONGC stock started slipping in the trade. All buzz at present. There is nothing concrete to that, but I think because of that, I am very sure the trade basically will not be getting fructified in terms of short refiners and go long on ONGC. To me, still ONGC is not a short trade. You don't need to be worried about that because ONGC and especially Oil India being a mid cap oil company, if anything is positive for HPCL in terms of valuation, Oil India will also rally a lot. But in terms of crude oil price, also Oil India actually needs to rally. So for Oil India, I think it looks like a much safer pocket. I think it looks quite good. In terms of refiners, I think HPCL again was looking and outperforming yesterday. But then I would be actually going long in sugar actually. I like the results which the mid cap sugar companies brought. Usually sugar goes long when the crude goes up. I like that trade also. So I think from that perspective, DCM Shriram, then also Dhampur Sugar, those companies are looking good to me. I think that basically trade is warranted here. Now, in terms of what do we like in terms of other results, I think other results like Polaris Consulting, stellar set of numbers, Healthcare Global again, stellar set of numbers, and then in the end, Himasinka Seed also good sort of numbers here. So I think long is warranted for Polaris Consulting, Dhampur Sugar, DCM Shriram, Healthcare Global also good set of numbers there. I think all those numbers are looking quite good here. So if I conclude, I would say wait and watch. I think sugar seems to be a good trade today. And also in terms of markets, you don't need to panic. If you have positions, please be mindful of the pockets I told you. We could drift lower, but I don't think so there is any need of panic here. And also the reversal positions are actually being made for reversal. When is the reversal coming? I think that is what we should be waiting for today, tomorrow. And that I think we can wait and watch here. Overall, have a good profitable day. Take care.